Hello, and welcome back to Questionable Scale Modeling. I hope everybody had a good New Year's. I'm a little late in doing my New Year, I guess, video, but I just got back from Mexico a couple of days ago, been relaxing, but now I'm ready to get back to building. So I've got a build in mind. I've got it on the table behind me. Uh, I've actually already started on it because my first intro video apparently got lost. So I'm actually making this one after doing body work. So anyway, it's going to be completely out of the box with minimal changes to it. And because I actually want to enter it into out of the box kind of. So anyway, without further ado, let's go see what I'm building. Be right back. Okay, so first build 2026 is going to be a Tamiya Renault 5 turbo rally car. I'm assuming that they are going with the Monte Carlo version because it does have slip tires. So it is curbside, so it's not that complicated of a kit. And it used to be the original mold from 1982 was a motorized, so that makes it even more simplified. So I'm building this completely out of the box. I actually am doing it so I have an out of the box to put on a table for the category. So I'm not going to be adding anything or adding detail that doesn't exist in the kit. I'm just going to build it exactly the way the instructions tell you, including paint. The only thing that I'm going to change is I'm going to sand out the back sides of all these grills and make them a little see-through and make the depth just a little bit better, because why not? Um, but there is going to be some problems with paint. It's going to require quite a bit of masking. It's essentially a yellow car with white bumpers, white door sills, white roof, then black all the way around where the windows go. But other than that, the chassis plate, because it was a motorized kit, there's not much to it. Here's where the batteries went. And according to the instructions, this is pretty much all black except for this center part and the transmission. So that'll be easy. And then this is pretty much the only real sprue that there is. There's one other, but there's not much on it. So as you can see, there's not much here. The dashboard, uh, yeah, there's a couple of decals for the gauges, but that's about it. We have driver figures, two of them, and they are already wearing their seat belts. So we're going to paint all that up. We're going to do the figures as well because they're in the kit. There's the other sprue with the other driver. This one is actually the driver. The other one was the co-driver. And then just a very simple three-piece roll bar, extra lights. And there's mini lights. They actually got a really nice sheen to them. I may not even do anything with them because I like the looks of it. And there's just pretty much a one-piece uh, window surround, old school. And of course, decals. Great part about this is that since it is brand new, The decals aren't 40 years old, even though the thing right here actually does say copyright 1982. Kind of funny. Usually when they update the decals, they put a newer date on them, but not this one. So in the instructions, it's not too bad. I mean, that's, well, I am really zoomed in. Well, anyway, pretty typical for curbside. Get your chassis, tires, wheels, more chassis. That's really the extent of the interior. Yeah, more interior. So, anyway, like I said, I'm going to build this completely out of the box. No frills, no nothing. So, I'm going to go get started on mold lines. So, we'll talk soon. Thanks. Thanks for watching. It's been almost 2 full days since the last little segment, and I've done a lot of body work to this Renault 5. I have opened up the vents on the side. See if we can get a good close up here. Put my finger up back there. So let me get my light just a little higher. There we go. So, yep. Got that one opened up. Got that one opened up. Both of these vents on the back are opened up. And the one here, this part of the grill. And then on the inside of the car, you can see pretty much this is all flat now, as well as here. I can really, well, hang on. So, man, my camera is too high up in the air. Let me turn it around this way. So anyway, on the inside of the car, this spot right here, it was, I don't know, there was a lot of material there. I used a Dremel. I used a Dremel first, got it down to where I was close, and then I spent hours and hours very slowly sanding it down with about a 180 grit sponge and some sandpaper as well. So I did not do the vent on the top of the hood, and I'll tell you why. So here on the nose, in between the two headlights, which are actually just sitting in place at the moment, if you can tell that, there's another grill insert that goes in here. Well, I about destroyed it trying to hollow out that grill. Let me grab some tweezers and pick it up. Let me show you what it looks like. Because I actually had to rebuild the whole thing this afternoon because I damaged it too much. So here is the front grill that goes right underneath the hood and in between the headlights. And the problem was this is curved to match the hood, and it just there wasn't the same amount of material all the way around this thing. Not to mention the fact it had it basically had 4 sides to it. And so it was already hollow. You just couldn't see through it. Well, I had to basically, to get to the vent part, I just had to completely cut it apart and sand it completely flat. So when I got done, the actual piece, the grill was only maybe half a millimeter thickness. Well, maybe not quite that, probably 1 millimeter. Anyway, so I had to rebuild it using some sheet styrene. See if I can get closer. You can see, I'll kind of move it around so you can see my handiwork. So anyway, it's not perfect, but once I get some paint on it, some primer and some paint, it'll look just fine. So there's some uprights here. Let me get back to my pointer. So there's some lateral stuff here and here, and I had to kind of rebuild that as well. So it'll look good at some point. And like I said, I got the rest of it done. I did a lot of scribing. The whole top needs to be white, but the surrounding area is all black. So the marking line that goes all the way around the top, I used my engraving blade and scribed all the way around that, so I've got a nice line to lay my tape. Same thing with my window surround. That's going to end up being black as well. I've got that scribed out. The bumpers are not supposed to be connected, obviously, on the real car. So I scribed those to show that they're separate pieces, as well as the front bumper. That's scribed in a couple of spots to show that it's a separate piece. And these door skirts, those are a separate piece on the real car, so those are scribed to show it as a separate piece. So that's what I've got going on right now. As soon as I get this thing, give this thing kind of an alcohol wipe, it's going to primer. So my next video will cover primer, paint, and more paint, and more paint. Because this is going to take 3 colors, white, yellow, and black in that exact order. So we'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching.